The DJI Avata 2 case just came in, so I'm going to unpack this for you guys, and then I'm going to tell you guys a quick story on why I started buying hard cases for all my camera equipment, including my drones. This is not my first hard case for one of my drones, you guys. I have one for my DJI Mavic 2 Pro, and then I also got one for my Mini 4 Pro. So this one is for my DJI Avata 2, and I'm going to unpack from the soft case that we got the other day, and I'm going to put everything in this new hard case, which I'm going to open up right now for y'all. So at first looks, this is amazing. I got to figure out how to, oh, there, wow, dude, look at this. Okay, that's cool. Wow, this is really industrial. Wow, look at this. This is nice. This is a really, really nice case. Look at, got the, all the layout here so you guys can see exactly where everything goes. Got the, that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's start unpacking this right quick. So we got the case. We got the Avata that goes here. Battery charging pack. Probably the goggles. And then when I get the remote, that will go there. We got some extra battery thing, so you can put some extra batteries here, and this is for the motion controller. Perfect. And then everything else, all the accessories and stuff, all the accessories and things go underneath the drone, and the drone goes on top. I haven't flown the drone too much yet. I only flown it outside for like 15 minutes before I started freezing my ass off, because I live in upstate New York and we just got a massive snowstorm. So I haven't really had a chance to fully fly this thing, but we're getting there. And I can say this drone is absolutely incredible. That's all I have to say for now. The accessories in later, it don't matter right now. But yeah, that is my my unboxing for my DJI Avata hard case. Boom, nice. All set. To make a long story short, back in May of 2020, I went to this cliff jumping spot because I wanted to get photos with my drone of the cliff jumping spot. There's like a waterfall there, and I wanted to have the drone at the bird's eye view getting a shot of the waterfall from down below. And I was flying my drone, and the battery is pretty low, and it started to beep, indicating that the battery level was getting dangerously low. And I still wanted to get photos of this waterfall, right? So I got to the point where the drone started to land, and it didn't have enough power for me to bring it back home to where I was at, right? Up on the bridge or whatever. And so the drone ended up landing on an island in the middle of the water, right? So I had to hike down this huge cliff that was basically like 9 degrees downwards and 9 degrees upwards. I had to hike down it. It was super sketchy, and I actually told this story a while back, if you guys remember, during that shitty setup I had back when I had my first apartment. But just to make things short and sweet for this, I had to hike down this cliff, right? And my drone had landed in the middle of the island. So what I did is that I hiked down, and then I had this drone case right here, which is a mesh case, right? And the drone wasn't in there. I had all my other accessories, but like the batteries and the charger and stuff was all still in this case, right? And this was my Mavic 2 Pro that I was flying, right? So I hiked down, and I guess I was in a rush, and I wasn't really paying attention. I was just kind of eager to get my drone away from the water, and I ended up trying to hike through this water, and I ended up stepping on a rock, and I slipped, and I just fell, and I junked my entire drone case in the water. Like, I fell all my body in the water. I just slipped and fell, and boom, my whole drone case ended up going into the water. So I started freaking out. I got to the island. I picked up my drone, got my drone, put it back in the thing, and then climbed back up the cliff, and then went to my car and started drying everything off in my car. And from that day forward, I promised myself that I would buy a hard case for all my camera equipment, because it is probably the safest way to protect your camera gear, and they're waterproof and they're hard, so if you drop it on the ground, it's not going to hurt nothing. These cases are not bad. They're pretty sturdy, but like they're not waterproof and they're not hard. They're just mesh, you know. And this is a pretty hard case, you know what I mean? But it's not as protective as a true hard case is that you can get that is even better, okay? So that is my little rant today, my little story. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will link this case below so you guys can get it. If you guys have the DJI Avata 2, you can look into getting a hard case. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully you can learn a lesson from my bad experience, and I'll see you guys in the next video.